nice coffee latte cup, and a large margarita, or martini. Something clearly alcoholic and insanely large. Raina and Benny are already sitting at the bar. They don't move much unless, they want to, or something. Decide.
This is perhaps the largest alcoholic beverage I have ever in my life consumed. Or will consume.
Not our typical breakfast date, but that's why I love this place. I get my super fancy, ridiculously caffeinated triple black guy, and you get that... Did that one have a name?
The Eraser.
Aha.
You don't mind, right?
Girl, please, get your drink on. Now, Ray, I need to hear absolutely every ounce of your life from last month. Please fill it with equal parts tragedy and comedy.
We could just talk about my dating life, for Christ's sake.
Which still baffles me. You decide to take a year off from dating, and suddenly you're a flytrap for men.
Like a Venus flytrap?
No, like one of those sticky tape things that hangs on the porch by the lighting thing that buzzes all night. Bug attractions. Bug killers. Thingies that rid bugs.
The men I dated weren't so bug-like, I may take offense to that.
Oh, please, Raina, you don't take offense to anything. Even if you did, it's soon to be erased.
Tails, yeah. Mama needed this today.
So spill.
Let's start with you, please. I need a break from me. Unless you love talking about you.
I am without news, sadly.
Yeah, you look sad. Spill, baby child. Mama's listening.
Show opens tonight, not in love with it. Talking to Jason again, not in love with him. Still in Detroit, not loving it. And I had a really weird dream that I can't shake, nor can I remember for the life of me what it was about. Don't love that. The end.
Would you like feedback?
Shoot.
You're great, so get over the fucking show. At least you're in one. Jason, meh. Have sex with him, but don't fall in love with him. You live in a suburb of Detroit, Nancy, so stop pretending you're some hardcore rigger. And if you hate it, move. And what else? Oh, dreams suck. My dad keeps showing up in all mine. I try to forget it.
Why? Isn't it nice to see him?
But a part of me knows he's not really there. He just asks about my day. Just everyday father-daughter chit-chat. But I know it's not real.
You don't know that, silly. Chances are he really is there. He's trying to let you know it's okay to let go.
I think we skipped the comedy.
I can start for you.
Oh, please do. I love this game.
Your dating life, right?
Comedic and tragic, correct. You're familiar with the storylines.
Well, in a short period, you have gone through more men than times Elizabeth Taylor married Richard Burton.
That's not too many when you really think about it. So that's okay.
I didn't quantify how many more.
Bitch.
Hunt.
This is what I do. So yes, please, before I tell you the most recently hilarious sad event in my dating life, please give me the recap. But do it as Patty.
How does one say no to that?
Easily, unless that happens to be you.
Well, let me take a sip here. Give me a moment to conjure up that fantastic diva that is Pineapple! Here today with the astoundingly talented and continuously hilarious, but not nearly as astoundingly talented or continuously hilarious as I am, me, Pet of the Bone. Oh no, wait, we're talking about Raina. Oh, back to Raina and her impeccable taste in the oddest of men. First, we shall start with the cold, dead eyes of the lumberjack quintessential. Well, I said enough. He gave up the relationship after refusing to communicate specifically and solely through text messaging, only to marry a cheeky little birdie he met a month later on Christian Mingle. That's a .com.
This drink is so small compared to you, Patty.
All things are small compared to me.
Please, please continue. Each word is a revelation.
There is no stopping me. Is that bartender taking pictures with his cellular device? Who do you think you are? And now, back to Raina. After the cyberjack, she moved on to a cat salesman. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you did catch what I said with absolute perfect diction, which I learned at the Juilliard School, in case you didn't know. That he was a seller of cats. Does one need to sell a cat? Did they not just show up at your doorway unannounced like Ben Brantley after you've agreed to do a Sondheim show, which he is totally and completely against, but I digress. The sleazy cat salesman stuck in the year 1979, the same year I won the Tony for Best Leading Actress in a musical for Evita, in which I originated the role of Ava Barone, in case you weren't familiar with my humble history. This cat salesman would text pictures of his thunder from down under. Or perhaps it was merely a picture of a furry cat with a shaved tail, we shall never know. This was short-lived because room had to be made for the man who topped them all, the personal trainer. Not to the stars because I never met him and certainly wouldn't let a little orange Oompa Loompa train me in anything. But he was little. And orange. Very orange. After recognizing his terribly tragic and overwhelmingly manic inner demons, our little Raina dumped him on the spot.
No, Patty, not on the spot. It took a pep talk from you. I was afraid to shatter the poor tangerine bastard. Little people are so easily broken.
Patty apologizes. Raina. Next up is the only one I, Patty the Bone, do not have the ending to, which is very disappointing to all of you out there in the dark. But I shall, with perfect diction, which I learned at the Juilliard School, recount the beginning of this story. In out-of-work computer programming, nearing middle age with mommy issues, one can only imagine, stemming from a mommy dearest like mother, a role I have never played. You can ask my son, Matthew. Ask him. Ask him. Go on! I give you permission. Now, this out-of-work middle-aged Norman Bates of a computer genius couldn't... Wait, where was Patty? Well, regardless, you get my picture. No, really, are you taking my picture? Who do you think you are?
Dear Lord, Benny, when do you breathe? That was a lovely recap, but no, for the love of Jesus, will you let it go? I love that bitch, but I can only take so much of her.
That's what most people say. It's tragic.
Ah, yes, back to the tragedy. I broke up with him.
Don't smack me, but is that a tragedy?
No, but you know, I feel bad. He already has the worst self-esteem.
Ray, your sole purpose in someone's life cannot be to raise their self-esteem.
So I made the right decision? Yes?
Yes.
It's just that, you know, it wasn't really his fault.
You made the right choice.
Good. Just needed to hear that from you, because as much as I hate it, you're always right. Anyway, so I've been performing with this new improv troupe, and there's a guy in it.
Let me see his Facebook page.
Before the picture, please to give your normal questionnaire.
Okay, so he's an actor.
No, well, not really. I mean, he's not bad, he's just not an actor. It's like a part-time gig.
I see. The kicker, what is the full-time gig?
He's a social worker.
Ooh, this is a good beginning. Kids?
1. A boy. 7.
Good, but you have a 7-year-old daughter. If things work out, what if you get one of those weird Brady Bunch things going on? Put extra locks in the doors.
Oh, God. We just started talking.
Just saying. And talking means something different to everyone. What is your translation?
In this case?
Actually, I'm curious as to what it means in general. Apparently, it's the vaguest of all words. But sure, in this specific scenario of yours, what does talking mean?
Fucking.
Oh, well then. Okay, that's...
So much fucking.
Okay. So, divorced?
Yes.
How many times?
Once.
Together how long?
10 years.
Divorced because?
Drug addict.
Which one?
Which drug?
No, which party?
Oh, sure. He's not a drug addict. He doesn't even drink, so this little morning cocktail stays between us.
Between us and the toilet you empty it into later. What was the drug, by the way?
Valium.
Are they friendly?
I've never taken a Valium.
No, the man and his ex.
They're raising a kid together.
Oh, okay. All acceptable so far.
He is moving kind of fast, though, and that's what scares me.
Yeah, but Ray, something always scares you. If you don't find something that scares you in the person, you don't find them interesting enough to pursue.
Wow. How do you know that?
Know what?
Don't do that, sorry. How do you do that?
Do what?
Just so quickly pull out these stupidly accurate character qualities in me I'd never even crossed my mind.
I do a lot of self-reflection. In so doing, I begin to recognize qualities in others.
You're amazing with that shit.
Yeah, but give me $20 for a $15.45 bill and ask for change, and I'll be lost for an hour trying to figure it out.
It's $4.55.
See, we're both gifted. Just in different ways. Okay, let me see his picture now, please.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Oh, uh-huh. Yes, I see. Now, remember when I told you that Lumberjack had cold dead eyes, and that the Oompa Loompa had crazy ones, and that this last one had too much cloudiness in his?
I'm anxiously waiting to let you see in this one's.
A very tranquil sea, or stream. Calm, serene. I like him. I approve.
This is a first! It's Mama's lucky day!
Do you two have plans for tonight?
He wants to do something, but don't you think it's too soon to see each other again?
I haven't a clue. When's the last time you saw him?
When he left after an all-nighter.
Translation, half an hour before you got here.
About 40 minutes, I had to poop.
No, it's not too soon. Throw caution to the wind and fuck it. That's what I always say.
Okay, because secretly I want to see him again. after I nap, of course.
Of course. Which we should clarify, though, in case the paparazzi are listening, that your daughter is with your baby daddy for the week.
Yes, thank you. The clarification is necessary for our invisible yet judgmental audience.
You never know. So, taking on my show, it solves everything.
That's a great plan. I'll drink to that.
This morning I'll drink to anything.
So tell me about the drink.
I can't. I don't remember it.
Tell me about Puppy. Have you named him?
Not yet. Don't look at me like that!
Benny, I gave him to you 2 years ago.
And he remains the greatest gift anyone has ever given me. Puppy suits him fine.
So then tell me something else.
I really don't want to talk about me. Tell me how you're feeling. Like for reals. Like on the DL, like you know what's up. It's been a hot mess of a year for you.
Right? Guys and jokes aside, what a fucking year. Lose my favorite aunt, Mom goes crazy. Lose my job at 15 years, I go crazy. Lose my dad, we all go crazy. Except for my kid, my baby, that sweet child, and baby daddy.
I'm familiar. I still dread the look in our server's face that time we went to lunch together and he went through Mountain Dew like he was storing it in his lovely lady lumps for a trip to the desert. We tipped her like 110% just for all the running she did to keep his cup full.
He's been wonderful. You know what the shit of it is? There's times, not just through this clusterfuck of recent activity, but in general, when I think, what if I made the wrong choice? That's the most tragic thing of all. I wanted independence and to be seen and to find out what I was without him, who I was, and I let him go. What if he was the one and I was just stupid?
Oh hell, girl, are you serious? He is a wonderful, wonderful man, really, and a great father to your daughter, an incredible friend to you. Those facts do not the ultimate soulmate make, not romantically at least.
It's just one of those creeping thoughts that come to me in the lonely nights.
Which are apparently few and far between, huh?
No, honestly, do you think maybe I made my big mistake there with leaving him?
You wouldn't be you if you'd stayed. You weren't happy. You weren't fulfilled. You were lost and miserable. Had you stayed with him, you wouldn't have the amazing friendship you have now. You wouldn't have a daughter as strong as you do. You wouldn't have gotten back into improv. I mean, you've grown so much, blossomed immensely in the time I've known you. I know it looks like complete darkness some days, especially lately, but he was meant to be your friend and to give you the chance to be a mom. That was and is his purpose in your life. You couldn't have settled, good or bad. You've been able to come into your own and experience life on your terms.
Thank you, Ben.
Anytime.
You don't think I'm an alcoholic, do you?
Not at all. Despite how it may look at this particular moment. No way. You drink socially and have fun and kill at karaoke after you throw back a few, but nothing close to an alcoholic. Not consistent enough, no addict behavior. I mean, you drink as often now as you did before everyone in your life started disappearing. Well, before all the craziness. You didn't start drinking more or using it to cope. You have comedy for that. And your kid.
And you. I always got you, babe.
Yeah, that you do. Oh, how's your doting and insane mother, by the way?
I didn't want to talk about her, actually, if that's okay.
Sure. So how'd this last one take the breakup?
Oh, he unfriended me, or whatever.
On Facebook? That is too much, I'm dying! Although I can't say it's shocking.
Yeah, I made the right choice.
Sure you don't want to tell me about Momsy?
Oh, why the hell not? You know, throughout this whole process of sorting through our dad's passage, she's been kind of, I don't know, almost just there. No intense reactions, gnome-like. So I worry about her. Nothing new has happened necessarily, but I'm just so scared that one of these days the numbness is just going to crack wide open. And I have no idea what form it'll take or how to prepare for it.
Whatever it is, you're going to hate me for saying this. You're close to her, you're close to your family, and especially through all this, but whatever happens to her is going to happen. You can't worry for her anymore. She makes her bed daily, and you have done everything you can to help.
My kid doesn't need to lose another grandparent.
No, what she really doesn't need is to lose her mother in the process.
Am I getting lost?
In the cocktail or in life.
Really, what did you mean by that?
You spend all your time being and doing for other people, and you harbor this guilt for them. I'm not sure why, but that guilt is for the people that have been nothing but selfish and demanding and draining. They take, and at some point you have to stop giving. Because you don't want your daughter to grow up doing that. Being selfless to a point is one thing, but being so to the detriment of your own well-being is another thing entirely. At some point, you, my dear, will break if you keep it up. And I'm pretty much counting on her to be the best Kim ever in the revival of Miss Saigon I produced when I was famous. I can't have her broken as well, now can I? You are a light. Hell, you're the sun, so fucking shine for once and stop being such a typical Michigan day.
You're good at soliloquies.
All in a day.
Are we something on SVU? Seeing the crime needs our super sleuth skills? What the hell?
They check their phones.
No, just Sam. She's in need of a CVS trip.
Holy hell, I want to go. Nothing more fun than convenience store shopping with you and Miss Frank. But mine is from Baby Daddy.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I forgot the karaoke machine at the house. I gotta go let him in. Hey, will you pick me up some of those dryer balls if they have them again?
Yeah, they never do, but sure.
Purple.
Royalty for the queen? Got it. I'm gonna work on making a karaoke CD of Miss Saigon for our little kid to start practicing.
Please do not call my daughter Lil Kim. Tacky.
True. Okay, Mama, see you tonight.
Have I ever missed an opening?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Love you, Ray.
You too, Ms. LaBone.
Who do you think you are?
Benny, you realize no one gets that joke but you.
Well, if you can't make yourself laugh, then you aren't really living.
Freak. See you tonight.
Black out.
Read it all together.
Yeah, so the girls can say the lines from here. Yeah. All the girls can say their lines from wherever. I'll do the thing, and then we'll come together. Cool?
Okay.
So, we are dark stage, faint light, as in a dream. Me stands alone center stage. We hear very softly, almost ghost-like, definitely memory-like, the voices of his friends.
We're rooting for you.
You can do this.
Break legs and hearts, baby.
This is just the beginning.
Time to shine, love.
As these voices are heard, we can see where they are coming from in the audience of the actual theater, except for Raina, who is slightly lit from the wings. And Benny spots them. Get it? Like, they're all there, and their thoughts are being heard by him, even before his big opening speech. Lily is a voiceover, however, and may be seen in some odd place by the actual audience, but not Benny. Basically, she is heard.
Remember.
Full spotlight on Benny. Throughout this monologue, which I'm hoping is decently written, but no promises, he realizes the role he has been struggling with is the role of himself. There are moments of hesitation when Benny realizes this and understands the words he is speaking for perhaps the first time.
They say that love is the absence of fear. That, my friends, is far, far, far from the truth. As you will discover here tonight through our glorified series of heightened words and theatrical devices, the absence of fear is merely indifference.
Let go.
And the absence of indifference is